Tesla's hidden 48-volt strategy is about to reshape the energy and industrial markets, and a digital currency revolution is quietly spreading across the globe. Ordinary savers, retirees, and anyone holding conventional assets are on the edge of a financial cliff, and most won't even see it coming until it's too late. Let's start with the national debt, because that's where it all begins. Imagine a balloon, one that's been steadily inflating for decades. Every year, the government borrows more, trillions upon trillions, just to keep the economy from collapsing under its own weight. The debt ceiling is not just a political talking point, it's a ticking time bomb. Interest payments grow faster than the ability to generate revenue. Every dollar borrowed is a chair removed from the game of musical chairs. Every bond issued is a step closer to financial collapse. The public doesn't see the trapdoors being built under their feet. The invisible hands manipulating debt, credit, and monetary policy are engineering an outcome that only insiders fully understand. Now enter silver, not gold, not Bitcoin, not real estate, silver. For decades, it has been quietly ignored, undervalued, and underestimated. But history has shown us time and time again that when debt reaches critical mass, governments and central banks turn to hard assets to stabilize currency. Silver at $75 per ounce is more than a number, it is a trigger point. At this level, ETFs, institutional positions, and speculative holdings could be forced to liquidate or reprice overnight, creating a shockwave that ripples through the entire financial system. Ordinary savers holding cash or bonds could wake up to find their purchasing power decimated, while those who understand the signals can leverage these movements to protect and grow their wealth. Tesla's 48-volt move is part of a larger hidden game. It's not just about vehicles or batteries, it's about signaling a massive shift in industrial priorities, supply chain control, and energy infrastructure. When one major company pivots, it forces global markets to adjust. Commodities, metals, and related technologies suddenly become critical, and the value of conventional assets can drop overnight. Investors who fail to recognize the implications of these moves are effectively sitting on dry tinder as the spark ignites. This is not business as usual. This is a quiet reordering of financial power, and it is happening under our noses. Digital currencies, central bank frameworks, and hybrid crypto fiat systems are equally significant. Governments around the world are quietly building networks that allow them unprecedented control over money. These are not ordinary currencies, they are instruments of oversight, redistribution, and rapid wealth transfer. Imagine every transaction you make being a lever that can be manipulated, every account subject to rules you cannot see, every digital wallet connected to a hidden infrastructure designed to respond instantly to economic stress. This is no longer the future, this is now. And if you think your cash or bank deposits are safe, think again. The mechanisms exist to freeze, reroute, or devalue holdings at a moment's notice. History gives us a clear warning. In the 1930s, the gold standard was abandoned almost overnight, and ordinary Americans discovered that their currency could be devalued without warning. Savings lost value, contracts were rewritten, and the public was left scrambling. The modern financial system is far more sophisticated, technologically advanced, and globalized, but the principles are the same. Timing, knowledge, and positioning are everything. Those who understand the hidden levers, who can read the signals before they become headlines, have the chance to protect themselves. Those who do not are left exposed to financial erosion and systemic shocks. The mechanisms behind these events are complex, but not unknowable. Consider the national debt as a lever. Each issuance of bonds, each adjustment of interest rates, each act of quantitative easing is a force applied to the economy. Silver and gold act as pressure valves, absorbing stress and redistributing value. Digital currencies are conduits, capable of moving assets with precision or freezing them instantly. These forces are interconnected, forming a lattice of financial pressure points. When one point shifts, the others respond. The $75 silver crisis is one such point. Tesla's 48-volt strategy is another. Digital currency frameworks are a third. Together, they form a perfect storm that can reshape wealth in weeks, if not days. For ordinary citizens, the implications are chilling. Retirees relying on fixed-income investments could see their purchasing power crumble. Savers holding cash in banks are exposed to devaluation and digital control mechanisms. Ordinary investment portfolios, balanced under the assumption of gradual growth, could be disrupted in ways that textbooks cannot predict. And yet, most people remain unaware, lulled into complacency by the illusion of stability. The truth is, the system has always been designed for insiders. The public participates as observers, rarely as beneficiaries. Understanding timing is critical. The financial system operates on cycles, credit cycles, commodity cycles, and now digital currency implementation cycles. Recognizing when a trigger is approaching is essential for protection and advantage. Historical parallels reveal that crisis points often arrive with precision. The abandonment of the gold standard, the 2008 financial collapse, and subsequent quantitative easing measures all share a common theme. The public is always reacting, never anticipating. The $75 silver threshold and Tesla's industrial pivot represent a rare opportunity to anticipate, to act before reactionary forces dominate. Action is not optional. Diversification, strategic allocation, and awareness of hidden levers can provide defense. Physical assets, especially precious metals, act as shields against devaluation. Exposure to commodities and emerging technological sectors like energy storage and infrastructure allows participation in growth before it becomes obvious. Understanding digital currency frameworks, knowing how governments can control, freeze, or redirect assets is critical. This is about survival in a financial ecosystem that increasingly favors those with foresight and punishes those who remain passive. The clock is ticking. These mechanisms are not abstract. They are operational now. Executives, policymakers, and hidden institutions are already moving. The decisions made in the next few months could determine the fate of ordinary citizens' wealth for decades. Ignoring these signs is akin to standing on a cliff while the earth crumbles beneath your feet. The $75 silver crisis, Tesla's 48-volt strategy, and digital currency rollouts are the precursors to a seismic shift in global financial power. Those who act now can protect, preserve, and even grow their wealth. Those who wait risk devastation.
This is the reality. The world's financial system is a web of trapdoors, pressure points, and unseen levers. National debt, industrial strategy, precious metals, and digital currencies are all interconnected in a high-stakes game with real consequences. Ordinary citizens are participants, whether they realize it or not. Every dollar saved, every investment held, every asset ignored is part of a larger equation that determines security, stability, and freedom. The opportunity to act is fleeting. The need for awareness is urgent, and the consequences of inaction are catastrophic.
So, pay attention. Study the mechanisms. Understand the debt, the metals, the industrial shifts, and the digital frameworks. Diversify, protect, and position yourself strategically. The $75 silver crisis is not just a headline, it is a signal. Tesla's 48-volt move is not just an innovation, it is a warning. Digital currencies are not just technology, they are instruments of control. History, mathematics, and market dynamics all converge on a single truth. Those who recognize the patterns, act decisively, and position intelligently will survive and possibly thrive. Those who do not will be left exposed, trapped in a financial storm that is already building. The game has begun. The trapdoors are opening. The musical chairs are shrinking. Ordinary citizens must act before the invisible levers shift irreversibly. The $75 silver crisis, Tesla's hidden strategy, and the evolution of digital currency are not distant threats. They are now. Every hour counts. Every decision matters. The future of wealth, stability, and personal security depends on understanding the hidden currents of finance that govern our lives. The storm is coming. Will you be ready, or will you be swept away?